Is that the device that was attracting the? No, wait. Is the device that was controlling the thing or making it go crazy or something?
Yeah, it was spreading the magic through like the atmosphere, basically the weave within the area, and it was affecting all the dragons in the area because of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Two Man says to the angelic barbarian man, "Well, thank you for the help. I don't think we could have done it without you. My name's Two Man."
By all means, thank you for your contraption workery. Yes, very good. And like, he doesn't know what he's talking about, obviously, but he's like, yes, and he does like a little bow.
Two Man bows back and then he looks at Zarek. So, do you feel any different?
No, I actually don't feel different, surprisingly. But this power, it's like I retained the power, but I was separated from the contract to a stronger entity. And I think that's the only reason I was able to get away with this. So the new power that he has, right? A someone. So you know, Valindra is a lich, right? And liches are powerful. But you think that when you saw that sword, when he rolled the card for key, and that sword came down into his hand, and it shocked basically the obsidian sword he had and turned it into this other sword. Basically, it's like more glowing, but it's the same look. Um, you think something happened, maybe that maybe there was some kind of divine intervention, or you think that maybe it's possible a god or a demigod of some kind may have lent those powers to him. And he's able to retain the same powers. So you think that maybe whatever these powers are, because you know he got his powers from a lich, it's still somewhat of the resemblance of death, right? So you know that
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Well, Valindra's not. We may have broken her body, but she's not gone. She's probably back in that Thayan, whatever the thing is, the dungeon we were in before. Ace? I don't know, whatever that thing was.
No. Probably true. I do agree to that. And Silix. Is it Silix? Silix?
Yeah,
I,
Silex, Silic. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, Cyclix. Cyclix. There's
Yes,
a
yes.
K there. So with Cyclix, you know that um, there is some kind of divine that you uphold and worship, right? And that intervention was needed here, right? Um,
Yes.
whoever that is, whether you want to make it known, but that is the reason why you are here, and the reason why you were you linked up with the famed Elminster, basically, and helped out the other individuals here that were local in the area. Um, you do know a little bit about this wizard. Obviously, he tries to do good, right? Just very similar to you. You act out a rationale, irrationally, and he acts rationally, right? Um,
Yes.
yeah. So you do know that much. You are familiar that he ended up escaping through some kind of contingency spell. You're aware of that. He made it aware to you that if anything ever were to happen, it would activate. Um, and it was imperative that you stop this from happening, or all chaos would ensue Faerun, basically, right? So you do know that much, and if you want, you can let that be known to the party. It's up to you.
Probably like once everyone's like settled, I guess just be like, yeah, we, You know, I guess just like pretty much like what you said, just like if we weren't here, I mean, I believe everything would have gone into great darkness. And like he looks at everyone
Okay.
through his mask. Yeah.
Oh, did you ever roll for the that one?
Oh. Oh, I never did. But maybe I like pointed out to who I assume is like a wizard,
Okay.
Magria. Just be like, he walks around it like a wide berth. He's like, I don't even wanna, mess with stuff that she taught, like.
Sure. So you'd like to see if
Oh.
she can roll for it?
Yeah, like just like, oh,
What are we rolling?
To see what this wand is.
Anna?
Arcana. Yep.
Yep. Let's see. Ooh, 21.
21. You know exactly what it is. It is called a wand of binding, and it looks like that.
Oh, let's see.
And do you think that this wand of binding might have been used to bind any of the creatures within the area that they were trying to manipulate, right?
That's a silly
you can
wand.
Make a dragon friend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Ooh.
Let's see. Can it do that? I don't know. Maybe it was a more powerful thing. I know you can do it with what? Monster... Is it like level 8 spell or something? Wand of Binding. And I will link that as well to you guys, what that is. Basically, you can cast Hold Monster or Hold Person, but you have to use a certain amount of charges.
Oh, can I put
Alright.
it in my pocket in case anybody needs it?
Okay. All right. So,
I'm gonna see if Ben wants the shield, by the way.
yep. Who you want to try to give the shield to? Who wants a shield? Who could use a shield?
Tuban, are you proficient?
I already have a shield that I use. And I
Okay,
cast.
you don't want it. Does anybody want to sell it?
You're gonna use the normal shield over the magic shield?
I use one of my enhancements on it, so I can't really use a magic shield. I can't like stack them on top of each other like that. I think.
Ah, I see. I see.
That's why, yeah, because my shield is worth +4 because I use that repulsing one
Okay.
to make my shield better.
Dracthal says he'll sell it.
Oh no.
I'm not.
What's her face uses shields? I just forgot her name all of a sudden. Pan? No, not Pan. Fred.
Oh, and Tuban.
Dawn. There we go.
Dawn.
Dawn uses
Yeah.
shields.
There you go.
Fine.
You can give it to Dawn then.
Hello. Yes. Magic shield. Okay. I thought it was just a basic shield. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, make sure to write that. You get advantage on wisdom and initiative rolls. That's pretty nice with that shield.
Ooh, initiative. What's the name of it again?
Sentinel shield. It's in the Discord. You can look at it there too.
Okay.
And so Tuban, roll Arcana. You found a ring earlier, right? See if you can figure out what that
did.
ring is.
18.
18. You know what it is.
You know what? Let me spend a flash of inspiration on my thingy 1d4 just because I need to know.
Mhm.
Okay, 21 total.
Okay. So it is a blue ring that has like a dragon head going around it. It almost looks like a serpent, but it's actually a dragon head. And it's a blue ring, and it gives off a resistance, right? When you wear it, and it's given off resistance to lightning. Which probably would have been useful, right? In this area.
Is the big lightning ball still going, or is that's all gone? That's all
No,
dissipated.
you've turned it off at the moment, right? And then Dracthal, roll for those gauntlets you found earlier, since you have time now.
One moment. I'm back in. All right, which am I rolling?
Arcana.
All right. 19.
Okay. So these are some pretty cool gauntlets, and they're called Maelstrom gloves, basically.
Ooh.
So the Maelstrom gloves, basically you can just activate them, and for 10 minutes while you're fighting in battle, okay, the gloves give you a +1 to unarmed attacks and damage rolls, and you can actually attack at range with them, but it does lightning damage when that happens. Yep.
Too bad. Would you like another pair of gloves so you can switch to lightning damage?
Oh. Let me take a look at them, see if I can. Yeah, yes. I'll figure out. Here,
Want to
I'll
trade
hit
me
the
for the
lightning,
ring?
and then I hand the lightning ring to Dracthal. Do you resist lightning? Well, one of us needs to resist lightning. I can always.
Resist it now with this. Thank you. And I take off the poison resistance ring and put on the lightning resistance ring. Do you want to
Okay.
resist poison?
No, you're gonna keep those as I'm sending you into the front from now on. So any poison traps and lightning traps, you'll be okay.
All right. I'll also be fine against any other traps if I short rest beforehand.
Okay. So, keep in mind...
We don't disarm traps in this group. We just face take them as hard as we can.
Yep. Keep in mind, when it comes to attunements, you can only use 3. Right? So those are kind of the rules. So you could technically wear 3 rings, right? If you wanted to. So it's up to you how you want to do that. All right. But yeah,
right now I have 3 attunements already. I got the winged boots, the ring and poison, which I'm taking off, and the bracers of defense.
There you go. Okay.
You know what? I have 3 attunements already too. So there's this. What am I doing? All right, I'll figure it out. I just gotta play with my sheet and hand the stuff off that I can't use.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll for perception, if you would like.
Nice.
I feel like these Maelstrom gloves are best for monks, though. 'Cause I'm not much of a. I punch with my thing, but like, I don't know. Anyways.
Yep. So
18 perception.
18. Okay. Anybody else?
9.
9.
20.
20.
5.
5. Okay. Let's see what
Perception?
Zarek rolls here.
I rolled a 6. My perception
I rolled a 4.
is on the ground.
Okay.
Me and Zarek are just staring at the ground together.
Pretty much.
Man.
Okay. So,
Look at these ants.
who rolled 18?
Too bad.
Okay, too bad. You hear an incantation in the area out of nowhere.
No.
March, somebody's casting a spell.
And then Don, you actually spot it, but you see an image. And let me see. Let me see if I can find an image of what you see. Okay.
Oh no, is it magic missile? Are they attacking the darkness?
Nope. Oh, I don't have that specific image.
How did you
here, I
know
don't
that?
think.
That is old as fuck.
Do I?
Because everyone has said it in this chat pretty much.
Okay.
You guys know.
You actually now this comes as a shock and a surprise to you when this happens, but the book that Valendra dropped, right? It was crackling with red energy earlier, and you guys saw that, right? Don sees this, and you hear these words, so you're gonna have to like turn and see. But you see Valendra standing there reading the book.
Oh crap!
Disappointment.
And when you look at it, Don, you immediately notice, right, that that when you see her reading the book, you know that it's an illusion. Okay? Because you rolled perception so high. You're familiar with these kind of tricks, right? But whatever this illusion is, it is some kind of projected image. All right? And it's reading the book out loud in a specific language. And if you want to, you can roll. Well, what languages do you know? Let's put it that way.
Or common, the basics.
Okay. What about you two, Ben? Do you know any special languages?
Dwarvish, Elvish, Gnomish, Common.
Okay, so you have no idea what this thing is. The others, they don't hear it right away. So now what you can do is you can roll dexterity.
Dexterity saving throw, or
Yeah, just roll for dexterity, like a saving throw.
I just got that 20.
Okay.
Ooh. 18.
11.
Okay.
The ants told me what's happening. They warned me of
13.
this.
Okay.
4.
Okay. Tuban, Magrea, and Cyclix, right? You don't notice this right away, but there's a rumbling. You don't know exactly what's going on, but you think that there might be some kind of so the others, that is, not you guys, think there might be like a cave-in or something about to happen. And you see basically like something rising out of the ground from beneath you. Okay? You three fall down prone when that happens.
Ugh.
Okay?
No.
Yeah. The others are standing up.
Fallen and I can't get up.
Okay. And then this projected image, it fades away and the book falls to the ground when that happens. Okay. So you believe that if you want, you guys can roll for Arcana here also. There's a lot of Arcana rolls, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Not 17.
Even if we're prone?
Yeah, even if you're prone, all you're doing is thinking, right?
Arcana, you said?
Yeah, Arcana.
16.
3.
Yay.
I know
Also
nothing.
16.
16. Okay. Nobody knows anything.
5.
Nobody knows anything. All right. Yeah, and you see these 4 pillars shoot out of the ground when that happens. Okay, and it's pushing up, and all of a sudden you feel as if you're being lifted up into the sky a little bit. Okay.
We're gonna
Oh,
be
God.
gods.
So that's what you're noticing. And you see on the side 4 giant ballistas. Okay. And what you notice, Magrea, is that you probably heard of a spell. It's called the Mighty Fortress, okay? And so all of a sudden, this thing is coming up, and within it, right, you notice that there's some kind of temple, okay, that you've fallen into. That was beneath this Scaleblight Mythallar, okay? And so what you now see is, this is what you're seeing at the moment. Okay. Haha, you guys thought it was over.
No.
Is that what we heard in our heads?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
You guys thought it was over. Oh god, you're even uglier in my head.
Yeah, so
It's
it's kind of like that.
like
Alright.
Power One Tower.
Yeah, and that red energy is similar to a contingency spell also. Right. Okay.
Are we in the middle of that, or did that appear in front of us?
You are in the middle of it. You're in it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And now what you see, right, is you're in this thing. You can still see the Mythallar in the center of it, right? And around you, it's very, it's rather dark. Everything starts becoming enclosed, right, from this spell. And behind the Mythallar, like way in the back, you see like this kind of like shadow, like shadowy door almost is what you see. You kind of see it like back over here in the top. Okay. And when you're looking around, you don't know. You guys are surprised. You don't even know what's going on. All right. And then when you're observing around you, if you want, you can roll perception. Take a look around. This is kind of what you see. There's cages. There's like dead. And you see all around you a certain symbol, right? Okay. 2022. Okay. Okay. Drakthal, what did you roll?
What was the roll again?
Perception.
Perception, sorry. Second, I rolled another 6.
Okay.
Man, these ants are just really interesting, you know?
Okay.
I'm over watching the ants now too. Okay.
So, Tuban, Magrea, and Dawn, right? This thing that came out of the ground, right? You believe that you were in a temple that was within the mountains, and it was elevated into this fortress. Okay, and this fortress is, right now it's concealed. Okay, you don't see any kind of like exits, right? And when you're looking around, you can see that there's a bunch of skeletal corpses. There's like cages. It's very grim, right, with the way that it looks. But you believe that this thing was in the mountains, right, beneath you. And when you are looking around, you see a particular symbol that stands out to you everywhere. And you can also see it even in the terrain on the map up here on the right. And you see this big skull, right? And this symbol, it looks like this. Okay. All right. This is what it looks like. Now, if you want those, if you want, you can roll for religion real quick.
Not a good roll. Only 10.
Okay. Yeah, you have no idea what that is.
Woo!
23. Man, my rolls are killing it.
17.
Nice. Okay. Anybody else? You missing anybody with their roll?
15.
15. Okay. So, Drakthal, when you look at this symbol, you know that it is the symbol of a god named Cyric. Okay?
Oh.
Dawn, you know this as well, but you know a little bit more than Drakthal knows about this. Now, with your skills and expertise, you know that Cyric is kind of like a god that tries to get his own ways. He will do anything to create havoc and chaos, usually. Right? You know that much. You may even look up to him because it is a very profitable way to go about life, the way that his cultists would follow this particular god, right? It's very profitable. Now, there's a lot of evil and power with this god, you know that much. So the two of you know a little bit about it, and if you want to, you two only, okay, you can roll, what did Magrea roll again for this?
History?
Yeah, it's going to be history. Yep.
All right. History.
Okay.
14.
14.
Sorry, it was 17.
Okay, so you know this as well then, right? Now you're rolling for history, the three of you.
Again?
17.
So you did religion before, now you're doing history.
Oh, history, sorry.
Yep.
I knew that.
That's what they
9.
all say.
Okay. And what about Drakthal?
I roll 14.
14. Okay. So Don, you actually know quite a bit about this particular god. This god is what you could say is the dark sun, is one way of looking at it. He is also known as the Prince of Lies. You know that much. Okay. And with the history with this particular god, he is actually someone that you've heard of that has risen to god status very, very recently. You've heard these stories of a party that may have...
then my patron would know him.
That ascended to godhood when the gods were forced to become mortals long ago with their godly powers. And this particular god ended up conniving and backstabbing his party to reach and ascend to this kind of status. Okay? And he is the cause of a lot of madness throughout the century, basically, within Faerun, right? And he is also the cause of what you all would know as the Spell Plague. Okay? He is the reason the Spell Plague happened. So you know this, Don, by the way. Okay.
I am all-knowing today. All right.
You
Yeah.
know everything today.
So Dawn is going to explain that this is the sun god, and
Well, he's known as the
reason-
Dark Sun, right? Or the
Dark
Mad
Sun.
God. Mm-hmm.
the mad god who wreaked havoc on our society and, you know, made some dark things happen.
Darkness.
And when that is explained to you, Magrea, you're familiar with the Spell Plague. You know this. When you actually realize that, you know that this is the god that ended up killing Mystra long ago, that caused it. And he's also the god that has killed a few other gods as well and wreaked havoc across the realms. As to why, you don't know exactly. But you think that with all the madness that was going on, especially with the dragons and stuff, maybe there might be some kind of intervention that's happening, right? So you find yourself in this temple, okay? And there's a dark door in front of you, right? And you don't know what that door is. And if you want, you can go ahead and roll perception again.
Everybody can, or just
Yeah,
the people
yeah.
that were good at the
Everybody
religion
can.
before?
Everybody can.
18.
Okay.
19.
20 perception.
19, yay. Finally.
The room senses danger.
Okay.
9.
Yeah. So all of a sudden you hear a voice, okay? You don't know where it's coming from exactly. And it says, right? Brace yourselves, mortals. The maddened one comes. Okay? And that's all you hear. Alright, so what are you gonna do?
Dawn's gonna ready herself for battle.
Okay?
For battle.
Idea. Don't know what's going on.
Okay. Let's see if Zarek. Okay. All right. So you see Zarek transform immediately. All right, when that happens. All right. Anybody else doing anything?
I see everybody gearing up, and oh, can I? I thought I could like tell if like good or evil was nearby or something, right? Was that?
Yeah, you can if you
I
want.
can.
Okay.
Yeah, just to like just to know like what the hell.
Go ahead.
How do I do that again? Oh.
I remember that with your mask, you can go ahead and activate that if you want.
Okay.
And you can do it every short
Just to
rest.
be sure.
Yep.
Okay, okay.
And when
So
you,
like, yeah.
when you do that, okay, where are you looking right now?
I guess towards the if there's like a dark. You said there was a dark doorway, I believe.
Yep.
So I guess towards that, if everyone's facing that way, yeah, pretty much just like.
Okay. I put you
Yeah.
guys in very similar places to where you guys
Okay.
were when this thing went up, right? Okay. When you're looking that way, and you look to the right, because Zarek's still within your line of sight, he's given off a tiny bit, by the way. Not a lot, just a tiny bit. When you look forward, you do see these like whips coming out of that shadowy door or whatever. You do sense a strong amount of evil forward that way, but with your mask on, okay, and you're the only one that can see this, and it's within your line of sight to the left, you see someone sitting on a throne, okay? Okay. And only you can see this for some reason. And you're able to see this because of this mask only, because it has kind of like this divine favor to it. All right. And the person that was talking is sitting there, but he's not like manifested before everybody, but you can see kind of like the outlines, okay, of him. All right, and this is what you see. It's pretty interesting, actually, that you can see that. I didn't think I'd be able to use that picture. All right. And you see this, by the way. And there is a tremendous radiance of evil coming from that. And then also in front of you at that door. But you do think that what you see from him sitting there is... there's nothing you can do about it, and there's nothing he can do about it. Okay? That's kind of how you get it. It's not like it's like he's not there, but he's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a lot. Okay. Well, yeah, same. I brandish my axe and like say like a hymn or something. Not a hymn. I don't know. It's just kind of like, and yet we walk through the valley of the shadow of death or something. I don't know. So you guys know.
Okay.
As he's like slowly removing his and like glowing and like becoming like the Super Saiyan again, and yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's Cyclics, yeah.
All right. Okay. So in front of you, this shadowy door, right? You see something manifesting in front, and there was that skull, okay, that Belindra was holding. All right, and that's also the card that rogue card went at when Zarek used those cards. I don't know if you guys remembered that. And this is what you're seeing now as well when that happens. Okay. And it's almost as if it's manifesting inside that door, and then it starts to reach out. Okay. And with a grim, large voice, okay? Now that this thing's like manifesting, it's saying freedom, okay? It knows common. It can speak. All right. Okay. And when it forms, this is what you see. Okay. And this thing in front of you, it comes out of that door. And it's holding what looks like a skeletal sword and some kind of wand in its other hand. Alright. And whatever this entity is, it said the maddened one's coming, right? Okay. I'm trying to see if I can find these pictures for you guys. Here we go. So you find yourself within a temple of Sirik, and this thing comes before you. And when you're looking at it, you've never seen such a stout and large skeletal entity as this. You think that it is possible that whatever this thing is, it is a lich. Okay? Of some kind. And it has this, like, crown on its head. Very similar to how Valindra had a crown. Okay. Alright. And it is enlarged, this thing. Okay. And it holds one of its hands out. And the book floats over there to it. Okay. Almost as if it had some kind of form of telekinesis. Alright, roll initiative.
What? I thought it was a nice guy lich. Why would it be hostile? Dawn, you get to roll initiative twice now. You got advantage because of the shield.
No.
Yes, I did hear. The cat is keeping me from D&D. Sorry, cat.
Ooh, okay. Okay. You guys are rolling pretty good on initiative. Very good stuff. All right. What did McGray roll? Keep in mind, you have not gotten a short rest or a long rest yet. So, what you have is what you have.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Mm-hmm. McGrath, what's your initiative? Did she fall asleep? Haha, typing.
Oh.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So, Zarek actually goes first. He actually rolled a 20. Now, this thing's pretty far away, and he's wasting no time. He is a little hurt still. Okay, he's wasting no time, though. He's going to dash forward. Okay. So let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so he gets right up to here.
We'll stay back.
Moving 60. Okay. And he's using a bonus action to cast a spell. Okay, so he's transformed, and now he's using a bonus action. His swords start to glow this kind of like yellowish color. And you see the spirits in the area, okay, starting to surround him a little bit. That's what's happening. All right. Okay, Don, what are you doing? Don's turn. You still have your echo up, or how long does the echo last? Does it last more than a minute?
Yeah, until it gets killed.
Okay, so yeah, you have your echo out still too. By the way, so I'm gonna put that here.
Put that on the board.
Now your echo was whether it's your echo or whether it was you in the front, or does it matter?
Well,
I know the other one was in the back, so I'm gonna put it right there. All right.
okay.
All right. So what are you doing?
So I'm gonna have Dawn attack. Let's see if it hits.
Okay. So this guy, he's actually pretty far away. Are you trying to do a ranged attack?
Oh, how far away is it? It looks close to me on the screen.
He's about 120 meters away. Or feet.
Oh. Okay. That's different. Okay.
That's why Zarek
then I
dashed, because he's too far, so he's trying to get closer as quick as possible.
Yeah. Yeah. My Echo and I are gonna do the same then.
Okay. Are you going left or right around that thing? Or are you gonna try to jump on top of it?
I'm gonna go around the right side of it.
Okay. Okay, you get to about right there if you're using your full movement.
Right. I figured I wouldn't be able to use get there fully this turn, so.
Your echo is about right there. Is there a bonus action you want to do? Because dash was the action.
No, not at this second.
Okay. Let's see. Who else gets to go? Drakthal, you get to go next.
1 sec, I'm watching the stream.
What are you doing?
Where's the guy?
You are down here. Because you were in the back before.
I mean, where's the enemy?
All the way to the north, where this door is up here.
I'm sorry, I'm watching the stream. It's just really far behind.
Yep.
Is he within 100 feet of me?
No.
Alright. How far away is he then?
Good question. Let's see. About 200.
About 200.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Damn, about 200. All right, I'm just gonna fly forward as my max, the max I can go,
Okay.
and I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him.
All right. So-
Eldritch Blast.
3, 4, 5, 6, which is about right there.
Mhm.
And yeah, your Eldritch Blast should be able to hit. But if you do that, you got to go up a little bit. So you got to be flying
Yeah.
to shoot over that thing.
Yep.
Okay. So that's what you did.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Roll the weight.
All right. 26, 21, 13.
Okay. When that happens, a shield activates, and so only one of them hits. You miss with one, and then your other one got bounced off the shield.
The one that didn't apparently must have got weakened by the shield. It did only 6.
Okay. All right. 6 damage. Cool. Okay. All right. Now it's its turn. Whatever this thing is. And this book, it's like it's flipping sporadically in front of it. Okay, it kind of looks like that. Okay. And it's speaking. It's not moving its hands. It's not even using any kind of like semantics or components. It just speaks. Okay, and when it speaks, it says, "I wish all who oppose me to be thrown into the cosmos." Whew. Okay. Roll charisma. All of you.
Oh, that'll be easy. 27.
Okay.
All of us.
Every,
Charisma?
yeah, everybody.
17.
17. Okay.
6.
Okay.
Yeah, Don just looks a little goofy. Not ready for this.
Okay. So let's do the rolls again. Over the rolls again.
I got 27.
27 for Drakthal. Okay.
13 to man.
Okay. Magrea's having
Like
a hard
17.
time.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
fading.
Okay.
Casper, the friendly ghost, fading away.
Boom.
So that's 17. Okay. Jesus. Okay.
Tell us how dead we are. And then the dragon.
Okay.
We're just in the cosmos. Wait.
Oh my gosh. Please tell us we all got charmed and we're all gonna murder Draxthal because he's the only one that survived the charm.
Okay. So it doesn't take much to basically withstand this, but unfortunately, a few of you didn't withstand it. Okay. All right. Zarek's also out of luckies from last time because he burned them all. Okay. Okay. All right. So, Tuban. Roll a D100. Don, roll a D100. Okay.
Yeah.
Six 0 60.
60. Okay. What did Don roll?
62.
62. Interesting. Okay. Alright, let's see what happened here. Okay. The entire area, when this happens, it kind of flashes before you. You've seen this happen before. Okay. Except for maybe Cyclics. I don't think Cyclics have seen this before.
Okay.
This is new to you. But the others have experienced this. It's basically plane shifting. Okay? So, when this happens, you're focusing really hard. This is where that charisma saving throw comes in. You're focusing to stay and withstand this push. So basically, it's almost like a level 7, except it's versus an opponent in mass. That's what happened there. He used the wish to do that. All right. If you know anything about this particular character in general, he's done this before to many others in the past, other heroes. Okay, so
Others.
yeah, others. Yep. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Everything just kind of goes a bit crazy.
Yep.
Yep. Like dusting. You see like you're looking into the cosmos for a moment, right? And then you find yourself back. Cyclics. What did you roll, Cyclics? Yeah, you rolled fine. You're there.
Oh, good.
Drakball's there. Magrea's there. You don't see Zarek. Okay. You don't see Dawn. And you don't see Tuban. Okay. So it's the 3 of you currently. Alright, let me see here. Now let's see what happened. Okay. Oh, I forgot, guys. You guys have inspiration points. Do you want to use them? I would highly suggest using it.
I'll
Alright.
fix it. Yeah.
Well, 1d100 again, or
No,
charisma save for
your charisma save.
Yeah, that didn't help. Thanks though.
No? Okay.
Nope.
What about Don?
Much worse.
Let's see. So I got 16.
16? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you're fine.
Yay.
What did you roll to, Ben?
4.
4, damn. Okay. So,
What was
so
a 14?
Magrea wouldn't even be able to bend luck for that. Okay. So Don is still here. Okay. Zarek and Tuban, you have no idea where they went. They disappeared. You have no clue. Okay. All right. Magrea, what are you doing?
Be down.
Man down.
Yeah,
Ooh.
she left.
Oh, she passed out.
She left. Yeah, I think she.
Okay.
I think she went and passed out.
All right.
Sad.
He
Sadly.
went to meet the cosmos.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll stop there then.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a mark. That's where we'll continue turn-wise. Okay.
I'm lost in the multiverse.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. You wanna find out what happened to you two, man? Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Tuban is in the most amazing interdimensional harem in the universe.
You rolled good.
That's what that 60 was.
Okay. What is
Tuban.
this?
He's in a giant pile of Legos, so he can build stuff to his artificer heart's delight.
Saving you guys.
That's what I was saying. Bring your best dice today. Most
About your
of you
dice.
guys- My dice is cursed. On the bright side, you're not dead. Okay? You didn't get thrown into the negative plane of deathness.
But I might as well start re-rolling a character. I get it. That's fine.
You find yourself, you see almost a bunch of, like, almost as if you're on, like, an island within the multiverse, where a bunch of different kind of, like, elements are shooting around. And you're within, like, some kind of chaotic landscape, right? And everything's, like, almost, like, up and down and stuff. So this is kind of the stuff that you see at the moment. Okay, so this is T-Ban here. You see stuff like this.
Nice.
Yep. This is what T-Ban
I
sees.
may or may not be in hell again.
That's what you see. Alright. Let me see. Is there any other stuff you see that might be interesting?
There with you?
What's that?
Would Zarek be with them, or because didn't Zarek?
No.
Oh.
It's very possible. Let me see. No, even if Dawn failed, she would be one off from being with him. Yeah, you see some really gnarly shit happening around you. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff you see. Probably create like a one-shot sometime or something. Or maybe your friends can help you. Let me ask you this question, Tuban. Do you still hold a sending stone?
I do not.
Well, shit.
I believe I do not.
Okay. They would have. If your party cares about
Why?
you enough,
There is a sending stone on my character sheet.
you might be able to communicate with your party then later.
Okay.
All right. And guess who also has one that got drifted away? Zarek does
Zarek?
have one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the cool thing
Don't I
is,
also have one?
Dractyl should have the other one. Yeah.
so you can communicate with Drakthal, right? They can, if it comes down to it. Okay. Where did Zarek go? Good question. Let me see. What's the rolls say?
Well, Tuban, Sauron's got you.
Okay, everything will be fine. I'm gonna come back with cool new armor and all kinds of stuff.
Huh, interesting. He's alive too. In a more calmer area than you are. But you guys don't know that. Okay. Alright, so I guess we will stop there. What are you guys thinking so far? How do you feel about your character getting thrown into the cosmos?
Feeling good. Feel like it's gonna turn into something good.
Think so? Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Never know.
No pain, no gain.
Yep.
Gotta risk it for the biscuit.
Alright. Okay, we will
Alright.
continue next time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
Just in case, if you want to, you can throw together another character. Up to you. If
Just in case.
yeah. Just in case if you want to. And then but if you wanted to be somewhere within this kind of like engagement for the next session, your character could be possibly raiding that tomb at one point, or it could have been in the area and it got engulfed by this as well, where you were watching behind the scenes. I would kind of think of it that way. I would try to make a character like that. This character is also in Faerun, right? And this is kind of like I think it's the Netherese Mountains, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Basically kind of like close to the Baldur's Gate area, Neverwinter. Very standard, right? Just to give you an idea if you wanted to try to make a character instead. Or I can integrate certain things for you separately as Tuban as things are going on here too. It's up to you.